Hello and welcome to a Legacy Talks. We're very excited to have a guest here today, Miss April Holland, who is the training specialist for the Mississippi Small Business Development Center. They have been a fantastic partner with Legacy Business League and so many other organizations and individuals, helping them become successful entrepreneurs and in various areas that we're going to talk about today. As you know, Legacy Business League is committed to helping minority business owners be successful. We love to have professionals on to talk about their personal growth and professional development. And so we will embark on a series soon to be able to highlight those things, but we're jumping back into it with Ms. Holland because she is the resident expert and is launching a series, a 5-week series that she's going to tell us about today. But first of all, I just want to say hello, and I would love for you to tell us just a little bit about yourself and even how you got to be a training specialist at the Mississippi Small Business Development Center.
Okay. How are you, Angie?
Very good.
Awesome. So my background, I am a California native who chose to call Mississippi my home after I retired from the United States Navy. I'm also a serial entrepreneur who started as a client at the Mississippi Small Business Development Center. I became a business counselor back in 2016 and now serve business owners in Mississippi as the training specialist here at the Mississippi Small Business Development Center, providing training throughout the state.
Fantastic. And then you've been with us since the good old days. When we started this back in 2013, you attended some of our luncheons and were there networking with people who needed some of your services. So I think, full circle for sure, and that you're helping some of the entrepreneurs that we're able to mentor. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I want to mention that this series is brought to you by Hancock Whitney. They too are fantastic partners in the community, making sure that minority businesses get a step up. Okay, so basically, what is the Mississippi Small Business Development Center?
All right, so the Mississippi Small Business Development Center provides world-class business consulting services, business training, coaching, mentorship, and we help guide folks through all phases of their business life cycle. So if you're an aspiring entrepreneur who has an idea and wants to test it, we help you. If you're a startup with about 2 years of business ownership, we can help you in your growth, as well as growing small to medium enterprises. So our services are offered to Mississippi residents in all 82 counties at no cost because of generous funding we receive from the Small Business Administration on a federal level, the Mississippi State Legislature on a state level, and our host institutions, strategic partners who are located throughout the state. The Mississippi SBDC network provides educational training that cover current and practical information on business topics ranging from the basics to advanced business management skills. Some of our on-demand training deals with business basics, cash flow management, disaster readiness and business continuity, managing employees, marketing and sales, tax planning, cybersecurity, international trade, and intellectual property basics, and so much more.
Fantastic.
We have live and virtual events. So the events we're going to discuss are a webinar series. So you can attend whether you're watching on your phone or your laptop at home, wherever you want to watch it.
Now, did y'all have these webinar series prior to the COVID pandemic, or is it something that was a brainchild that came out of that?
This is something that came came out during COVID. We were doing some things virtually, because sometimes weather prevented us from going into the office, but we still want to serve our clients. So
Sure.
we were able to either help people via virtual video conference or by phone. So these workshop series, we offer a Business 101 workshop series that used to be done in person at each one of our centers throughout the state. So now we do that online, and we're able to service our clients even more efficiently because everybody's not worried about conducting a training program.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're a one-stop shop for somebody who needs to know how to get into business. I mean, you will guide them through, what they need to know, maybe even do an assessment, help them do assessments that say, maybe your idea is not as solid as it needs to be for you to move into the business plan phase. Tell me a little bit about your consultants that help.
All right. Sorry about that. Well, we have consultants throughout the state who have varying degrees of experience. Most, I can tell you here on the Gulf Coast, all of our consultants here are business owners in various industries. So we know what you're going through. As a matter of fact, like I told you earlier, I was sitting in the same position that everybody else is who was starting out. I was a client at the SBDC here on the Gulf Coast. Okay. We walk you through the idea phase. Again, if you have an idea, we can help you to define whether it's a no or go. Okay.
Yeah, no or go. I like that.
Yeah, we can help you define that. We triage basically to find out what your needs actually are within the business, whatever stage of the business life cycle you are in. We help people to sell their businesses. There are people who are interested in selling your business. We help people through any stage of your business life cycle. And again, we do this at no cost because these are your tax dollars at work.
Well, and in just a little bit, we're going to talk about how to participate in the series that you're promoting here today specifically. But if somebody wanted to call you, if they wanted to get this process started to get some advice, do they have to go through something to qualify? Could they just be interested parties? Like what's the process?
So for this particular series or
just in general, they came up with an idea. They're like, I don't know where to get started. They see this video and they say, oh, well, they said that they can help me. Then what?
All right. So the first step would be to go to our website at Mississippi, and that's spelled out. Okay. Mississippi SBDC.org. And you can click to schedule an appointment, and it takes you through an intake form. You complete that form. Once you complete that form, a counselor will reach out to you to help you get started to move forward on your entrepreneurship journey.
Okay. So they don't have to have been in business. They don't have to have had, get financing already. They don't have to have their business plan in hand. They literally just have to have an idea and a sense of what they want to do, and y'all can help.
Absolutely. It's better if you kind of have an idea of what you want to sell. We've actually had people call and say, hey, what kind of business should I start? Well, I can't really tell you that because you do kind of have to have some experience somehow in that particular industry in order to be successful in a business. You have to be willing to learn. You're not necessarily born an entrepreneur. You can learn how to be an entrepreneur. You can learn how to be a business owner. Okay. It's one thing to be good at your trade or your craft, but the business side is a totally different animal, and you have to be good at both of them. Okay. I was always told in one of my previous businesses, you have to know how to manage the folks that you hire to manage your business. And that goes to say that right now you might be a one-man show or a one-woman show. However, you would like to grow your business and be able to provide jobs and opportunities to others. So you need to know exactly how to run your business before you hand it off to somebody else.
That's darn, you're right. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit about the series that you have coming up. It's starting very soon. There's 5 different ones, so let's just go through them. Let's what's the very first one, and what day is it?
Okay, let me tell you a little bit about the series first.
Okay.
So the Mississippi Small Business Development Center is pleased to present Hancock Whitney's Small Business Matters workshop series. The Legacy Business League is doing a phenomenal job to promote and market this informative series. So Small Business Matters is part of a 5-part series to help existing business owners. We're looking for businesses with 3 to 5 years in business. Okay, that's where this material is targeted to. We're here to help you to prosper based on the 4 pillars of business success. And those 4 pillars are growth, funding, marketing, and managing. Again, this series is meant for business owners with at least 3 to 5 years in business. And the workshop takes place on 5 consecutive Wednesdays, 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. All right. So the first workshop takes place on Wednesday, February the 2nd at 6 p.m. It's called Design Products Your Customer Wants. So this workshop is about how to get more customers by creating the best possible portfolio of products and services.
Now,
All right.
On each one of these, all right, let's see, the instructor, Derek Stevens. So
Yes.
he's someone, is he an employee or volunteer for SBDC, and who has the wherewithal to teach that particular item, right? So you're, it's not just you have somebody else there with you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So Derek Stevens, he is the marketing specialist here at the Mississippi Small Business Development Center. He is based out of our home office in Oxford. Okay. Derek, one of his primary duties is to assist clients with market research. So if we were working on a business plan together, I would contact Derek and say, hey, can you help me by creating a market research report for a client in a specific industry? Derek definitely he's an MBA, if I'm not mistaken, and he's definitely got experience to help people with product development.
Okay. All right.
All right.
And just what type of business would benefit from this? Any type of it, like when you say portfolio, people, not everybody is familiar with that terminology. So are you talking about, I don't know, tell me what you're talking about.
Okay, so when you're talking about a product or a service portfolio, you could be in retail, you could be a retail store that sells women's clothing. You could be a doctor that is practicing medicine, and you might be focusing on a specific, a specific practice. You might, any industry, you could be a government contractor who is, selling widgets to the United States Air Force. I mean, any industry could benefit from that workshop.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. What's the next one?
All right. So the next workshop takes place on Wednesday, February the 9th, 6 p.m. It is called Hire the Best Employees for Your Company. So this workshop focuses on how to recruit the best staff for your business and how to keep them. So I don't necessarily like to call folks employees. I like to call them team members.
Yep.
Because these are folks that are going to help you grow your business.
Mhm.
And it could be possibly somebody that buys your business in the future
Mm.
when you decide you don't want to do it anymore. Okay. My co-presenter is Mrs. Rita Mitchell. She is our certified business counselor at our USM office. Rita has a vast background in retail. So she definitely has the knowledge of hiring and retaining quality employees. Okay. I didn't tell you, I have a background in human resources myself, and this will be a good workshop for folks who are looking at growing their staff.
Okay, excellent. Now, does it matter if it's one, like they're going to hire one person or a fleet of people? Like this can pertain to anybody.
It can pertain to anybody. If you're looking at hiring your first employee, you will get something out of this workshop.
Okay, excellent.
Okay.
Okay. And the next one?
All right, our third workshop is Get New Clients Through Networking. This workshop is about how to get more clients by getting to know and expanding your current network. Okay. My co-presenter on this evening will be Mrs. Geneva Doomer. She is the owner, proprietor of the Meeting Place, which is a co-working space and virtual office location in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Mhm.
She is a contract counselor with us here at the Mississippi Small Business Development Center.
Okay, fantastic. I know her and she is awesome.
Yes, she is.
She gives a lot of great insight. Like if she has the ability to connect people too. And so like she synthesizes information and says and finds an opportunity to say, hey, I know somebody, you know, that kind of thing. So
Absolutely. She is a spin doctor for sure.
yes, for sure. Okay, what else you got? Two more.
All right. So our fourth workshop is Get the Most Out of IT for Your Business.
Oh, wow.
So in this particular workshop, it's about exploring the world of hardware and software and using it the best and safest way. My co-presenter will be Mr. Chip Templeton. He is the center director for the Mississippi State Small Business Development Center. He also is in charge of our cybersecurity division here at the SBDC. So things we'll be discussing is software to help your business operate with more productivity, and we'll also briefly discuss cybersecurity.
Okay. And in your opinion, could any size company benefit from that too? I mean, like,
oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So most of us are collecting payments. Okay. So since you are collecting payments, many of us are collecting payments online through some type of fintech like Square or what is it, PayPal, Stripe, things like that. So any of us, it's 2022. I used to tell folks in my business plan workshop, I would ask them, do you need a website? And they'd be like, no, I have a Facebook page. And I say today, just like I did then, hey, it's 2022. I don't care if you're selling eggs out of your Momo chicken coop.
Yeah.
You need a website your business needs to be tech enabled in order to reach your customers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing this pandemic taught us, that many businesses who did not have, an online presence, they were forced to get an online presence
Yeah.
because that was a way that you had to reach your customers. And once you get online, you'll need tools to help you run efficient and run safely and secure.
Fantastic. Thank you. And last but not least,
All right, our final workshop in this series is get the right financing for your business. So this workshop discusses ways to fund your business. You don't necessarily have to get a loan from a financial institution. However, some people will need to get funding from a financial institution. But believe it or not, most people fund their companies through their credit cards, through money that they saved on their own, through friends, family, and fools that believe in your dream. You know,
yeah.
there's new things out like crowdfunding.
Yeah.
There, peer-to-peer funding. There's so many options out there. So my co-presenter is Don Calcote. He is a retired lender. He worked in the banking industry. He is a wealth of knowledge, and I
Is he the one
always,
that did it the last time?
yes,
I told so many people about him. I was
yeah,
like, we got to get him on here.
oh yeah,
Probably on his, if he'll do one to promote this workshop, like if any one of your folks want to come on and promote their individual workshop, let's talk about that,
okay,
because he blew me away. I've been through a lot of these, and people have a tendency to talk about things that are really over people's heads who are just getting into business, and the reason they're coming to these experts is so that they can learn the lingo and understand, the products and services that they need to implement within their business to be successful. He just talked about, the process and what to expect. And,
yep,
in the event you don't get funding, this may be something you might want to consider, and watch the pitfalls and doing that particular thing, like put them on your credit card, or, so I was just so impressed with him, that, I'm certain most, if not all of your co-presenters, but that's one to watch out for. And the date on that one is, again?
the date on this particular event is Wednesday, March 2nd
Okay,
at 6 p.m.
so we have a little bit of time for that one.
Yes.
Okay, and then we'll rerun this so we can make sure that we hit the people who may have just come in after the first or second. So that's my next question is, once you attend one, do you have to attend all? Can you jump in and out? Like, is it a regimented that you have to attend?
You do not have to attend all of them. I do recommend that you do attend all of them because you will get some hidden gems out of each one of these workshops.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you in closing. Not that I want you to share the name of any business or, each and any individual one, but can you think of someone that you can tell us about that went through your services and now has a successful business?
Oh my goodness. There are so many. There are so many. So we can definitely pat ourselves on the back here on the Gulf Coast to say that we have had multiple SBA businesses of the year. Okay.
Oh,
Yes. All right. So one thing that, like I mentioned, throughout the state, we have, I'm telling you, world-class business counselors that work with us here at the Small Business Development Center. Okay. I I can't speak higher of any staff that I've had the opportunity to work with. If if there's something that I personally don't know as a business owner, I will reach out to one of my colleagues to get the answer for you. Okay? We work as a team. We work under the mantra of counseling without borders. So if I'm helping you with a business plan, I might send you to Don, who, as you mentioned, Angie, he is a wealth of knowledge to help folks get ready for funding. Okay. He is definitely a wealth of knowledge. If I have somebody who is in retail, I'll send them to Rita in Hattiesburg. She is a wealth of knowledge in Hattiesburg who helps clients throughout the state, if especially if you're in retail. If you are in retail, she is the go-to person.
Okay.
And we have people in various industries throughout the state that are really focused, laser focused on that particular industry. We make sure we set you up with the right person. So again, to answer your question, I can't name names, but
Oh,
there
sure.
are people that you know
Yeah.
that have done very well who
Fantastic.
receive services from us.
Fantastic. And when you enter into the SBDC, when you go to the site, you put in the application and they're contacted by a counselor, is there a step-by-step process that you have to go through? Meaning, like, you have to be counseled on this thing and then check off that box, and then counseled on the next thing, then check off the box. And the reason I'm asking that is because what if somebody is, further along, they do have their business plan, they do have their finance, their balance sheet or whatever done, and they're looking for just a little bit more knowledge on financing. Do they go straight to the finance person, or do they have to go through certain steps before
Okay.
they gain that access?
Very good question. I mentioned earlier that we conduct triage. Okay. So when we conduct triage, what I mean by that is we want to see exactly where you are in the business life cycle and find out exactly what it is that you need assistance with, and then direct you to the proper person.
Okay.
So when you fill out your request for counseling, you're going to tell us what you believe you need. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You're going to tell us what assistance you require. So it might be, I want to beef up my business plan because I'm getting ready to sell my business, or in 2 years, I plan on retiring in 2 years. So I want to sell my business. So I want to make sure that my business plan and my financials are squared away. Mind you, we are not accountants. We're not acting as accountants. Some do have accounting degrees, but we're not acting as accountants in our capacity as your business counselor. We are not attorneys. We will refer you to professionals who can assist you with that level. But we get you ready so accountants and attorneys, they charge you billable hours.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make sure you make the best use of your time when you are,
Right.
you are talking to that accountant or that attorney. So we help you get ready for your next step in business. Again, we conduct triage to see exactly where you are and then assist you at that level. It is not a one size fit all. Okay. We're not going to say, oh, you have to go through these workshops first. For some people, it is very helpful if you do go through Business 101. It's very helpful for you if you do that. But again, it's not a one size fit all.
Okay. And so this really is my last question, but because this is so interesting, I just want to make sure, anybody who is watching has some of these answers too. Once you call, or once you fill in that application and you send it, how long should one expect a response?
I would say in probably within 2 business days.
Okay,
So, we have people who wake up in the middle of the night and say, "Oh, I want to start a business," and they get on the website and sign up.
yeah,
Okay. If you do that on a holiday weekend, you might not hear from somebody until Tuesday.
sure, but it's not 2 or 3 weeks.
Correct.
It's within 7 business days.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Most definitely.
And if they, for some reason, they don't hear back, then something has gone awry, and they probably need to follow up maybe, so.
Absolutely. But we're pretty good at contacting folks once they request counseling, once they
Okay.
reach out to us.
Is
Okay.
there anything else that you want to share with us about either
Okay.
yourself or?
One thing that I do want to share, I'm sure you want to know, how does one participate
Yes,
in the
yes,
small
I
business
do.
matter?
How does one sign up for this series or one of these workshops?
Okay, what I suggest that you do is, again, visit our website at Mississippi, and you do spell Mississippi out.
Okay,
Okay, Mississippi SBDC.org.
okay,
You would go to the workshop section. Okay, so I want to say training. You're going to click on training and look for the Small Business Matters series of workshops. Okay, I will actually send a link that goes directly to those workshops. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you all out there.
all
And
right,
we will send you reminders once you register. We'll send you reminders. That way you don't miss this action-packed, valuable series of workshops.
fantastic. Okay, well, thank you, Miss April Holland, for being on with us today. And I know that we have a lot more work to do with one another. And so I know this isn't the last time that we will chat about how to make sure that entrepreneurs are successful.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.